adequate notice of this meeting of the Library Board of Trustees was sent by email to our official newspapers, the Asbury Park Press and the Post Star. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Full house today. Welcome to another school year.
Thank you. As usual, I can This is mine. Sorry.
Go by the minutes.
How are you? Missed you.
Put your name in the minutes and just put a plus. Just put a plus next to it.
Good. Everything was good today. Nothing major.
All right, we have roll call.
Danielle. Present.
Bruce. Here.
Gary.
Here.
Mark.
Here.
Maria. Here. Darlene.
Here.
Johanna. Sharon. Here. Mike.
Present.
Did I forget anyone?
I think just Jenny's not coming. We have Danielle.
I got it. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give everyone a few minutes just to look over the minutes. It was from our meeting that we had last month. I did print down a copy for everyone, so if there's any questions or anything you need to go over.
You can add anything to the names of the press and say who's vote.
We haven't really done that in the past, but we should, so I asked Pat for us to try to do that.
But I was already at the wrong end of the table.
Okay.
Number one is Sharrock, that's not, no relation to me.
Number 3, the address is 419. Number 2, 51410.
The first name, I think his name is Sharon. Yes. Sharon.
Sharon?
Yes, it is.
R-O-C-K.
S-H-A-R-R-O-C-K,
Great. Know the address then?
515 9th Avenue.
515?
I think number 6 is 506.
Update those and recirculate.
Yeah, as long as you have the hard copy of this minute. Any deletions, corrections, anyone else? approval of the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Bruce and John. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
I remembered last minute there, right? I wanted to give everyone an update. Since I started, one of the things you've asked me to do is to increase the number of students that are involved in the library, and we've really had a lot of success in the last few months, so I want to share it with you. Our story time is, and when I say students, but our story time has always been successful, but now it's actually to the point where we might have to do something about it, because we had 19 at the last one, and it was the space, there was a problem. Good news is it calmed down today, but it's the bilingual story time, so I'm not to that point yet to discuss with you either increasing to 2, like with the fitness classes, but at least it's a very good thing. It's a good problem to have. Our book club has been very successful with our students. We have an average of 6 to 8 students that are coming every week, and that will start up again. Our knitting club moved their time, so now it is intergenerational, where we have seniors working with students. We had 3 or 4 students that were working with the knitting club. We're going to actually try to do that with the sewing club to increase the numbers and have students working with adults. In terms of one of the things that Sharon is going to talk to you about, either new or old business, is the fishing club. If you remember last year, we paid for the fishing club and the esports club. I spoke to Jimmy, and one of the things we're going to do is provide, we still don't have the bandwidth to really have the competitions here where it's outside of the walls here, but they have devices that communicate through Bluetooth, and they can have their competitions here. And so I think it's called Mario Kart, and so that's something that we're planning on doing, is having kind of a competition here, to not just with the Belmar students but other students, and use that as an opportunity to talk to the students about internet safety, and being very careful when they are on the internet and doing these games, in terms of what they share and who they're communicating with. So I think, I know there was a question of why would a library be involved in esports. Well, we can bring the children in, students in, with their interests, and then be able to do some learning that relates to what they're interested in. So I'm excited about that. That again will be something that Sharon will bring up to you. And we also have a person I'm talking to about a possible chess club. The only thing we have to be careful of is, if you remember, the one year we kind of took a break because there was extra money that came from the federal government, and they were doing clubs at the school, and the school asked, please don't create competition for us. So that money's not there anymore, but there are certain clubs that are happening, and so I'm working with Mr. Alvarez to put the clubs at the right location where it's not hurting the clubs at the school. So we're very happy with the amount of students that have been involved in the library. We have a few students that are volunteering as well, and so we're moving in the right direction, and I just wanted to share that with you. And really that, in terms of the facilities update, Mike, do you want me to do that, or?
You can do it.
Okay, great. Okay.
I'm not the one getting paid here.
Yeah, that's true. So we met with the town engineer, and there's a proposal in front of you there for us to pay for them to do the bidding process for the outside of the building, the envelope, the stucco. It's obviously going to go over the bid threshold, so all of the paperwork and what they will be doing for that, I think it's $29,250. Thank you, $250.
Copy that's written on. Copy I gave to you.
Oh, here we go. Yep, there you go.
Just need the notes.
Yeah,
on the
sure.
back.
The note, I might have given yours away.
Is it?
Does anybody have a note on one of theirs?
One of their sheets on the back, I have my own handwriting, and I have it.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, it's on this one. Okay.
So that is what we're asking for, is someone to propose a resolution for that proposal. Also, if you remember, we had a meeting where we did approve survey with our engineer, but we thought we might be able to find something that's less expensive, and we did find something that was a lot less expensive. So we are asking for that approval for the $2,860. We were waiting on a third quote. That's why I didn't have the name, but we did get the third quote. So that would be our past engineer, Avakian, that was that. So if you look on the agenda there, if someone could just do a resolution for Avakian, be the company to do the survey of the property for $2,860. Got my glasses, sorry. And lastly, in terms of, I guess we've met 2 or 3 times, the facilities committee. We are going to have another meeting at the end of September. One of the things that the committee wants me to improve upon is a procedures book or operations manual. So everyone in the organization understands different things about the facility, and if there are any concerns, or how you, who you call for maintenance, or any type of background knowledge. For example, I'll just give you an example. We had a problem with the elevator. Someone was stuck on the elevator. We did have the key. Lewis knew where the key was. But the other day, I used the wrong key to open it. It opened, and then it didn't close, and then I figured out I was using the wrong key. So we were, in that operations manual, be specific in terms of where the key is, where it's located, with the telephone number of Jersey elevator. That's just an example, but really it's kind of an A to Z of all the different things that we need the entire staff to know in case I'm not here, or Louis is not here, or Deb's not here. So we're working on that, and I think that was one of the things, Mike, right, you wanted to discuss at the next meeting.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what else we'll be doing at that meeting, but just want you to know we keep meeting and we'll keep you updated.
Okay, Darlene for treasurers?
Was the events?
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Okay, I gave out a packet to everybody outlining, the cover page is the bulk of my talk today, is outlining the recent events. The summer concert series was pretty much what we had going on this summer. 2 of which, as we know, were relocated to the Circle of Friends Cafe, and as Dave put it, as turning a negative into a positive. Although the turnout for those events were smaller, the success of the cafe in having some of their biggest nights, taking sales nights there, they were very, very happy for the results. And it was a fair turnout for the 2 bands as well. It was a nice evenings. The other 2 concerts that we had here, so far the Black Ties, we had an estimated 255 people for that concert. And then for the Borough Bandits, we had an estimated over 350 people for that event, right there. And as promised, we had 2 porta-johns for them. We have one final concert coming up, the Pat Roddy Band, on September 18th, next Thursday, right here at the front of the library. We are anticipating a large crowd for that. A lot of people have been giving us feedback saying that we're going to be here. So we're going to be as ready as we can for them. We have also, beginning September 15th, is Hispanic Heritage Month. And we will be having 2 major events, the Hispanic Heritage Field Day and Hispanic Cultural Celebration event. The field day is what is most of the rest of the packet that I gave you. There's an outline on the second page of all the activities that's gonna be on the field day. It's gonna be a lot of fun. There's gonna be a soccer penalty kickoff with Lionel Messi, a passport scavenger hunt where the kids can run around and collect the flag cards for every Hispanic country that's out there, and they will put it in their own, and build their own passport that they can take home with them. There'll be a Hispanic Heritage Trail of Honor, where 9 personalities will have a display about them, and they'll be able to collect trading cards for those cards. Now the display, each character is going to be looking like this one that I have up here on the board. Like this one here is Ricardo Montalban. And there's his name, a little tagline describing who he is, some basic dates, and some photos of his career. And then finally a QR code, where if they scan that, it'll take them to their Wikipedia bio page, and for them to learn. But also what they get is on the last page of the packet, they will get a trading card, looks like a baseball card for each character, okay? And they have the face card, and on the backs of them will be also the same QR code and a quiz question, where if they can go online to the link that I will provide for them in their tour books, they can go answer the questions and come back and earn a prize if they win. Okay, and each character has a nice quiz question, which encourages them to, after they go home, to actually go online and learn more about these people. And then they can answer the question and they get a little prize later on. There's going to be a catch the toad game, where they'll be able to, it's a Peruvian game where they hop and they catch a toad, and if they catch the toad, they win big points and stuff like that. And then, those are going to be outside, and inside we'll have a Wonders of South America tour, where there'll be a bunch of landmarks displayed on a large backdrop setting. Each one will get a tour page that looks like this. Okay, you have that in your booklet, and they'll be able to collect those 6 pages, and they'll be able to put it together in a tour book, which we'll assemble for them. And oh, by the way, if they catch the frog, we'll take their picture of them, and they print it out for them and put it in their tour books as well. So at the end of the day, when they go home, they'll get their tour book, their passport book. They'll also get a Guatemalan worry doll that they have made themselves in the arts and crafts table, and they'll get a Day of the Dead magnetic figurine that they themselves will also make at the arts and crafts table. So it's going to be a rich day of activities and fun for them, and they'll come away with a really good exposure to Latin and Hispanic culture right there. And then on the 30th, we have our cultural celebration. It's going to be basically another dance party that we're going to have. The band Rafa Boys will be performing again. We have food coming from Santos Ceviche. They'll be catering the event as well. And then farther beyond that, the other 2 major events we'll have is the Diwali celebration on October 16th. We have the food and the dancers arranged for that as well. There's one author time with Patrick Amorosano, a neighbor of ours, who wrote a book, and we'll be featuring him on Saturday, October 11th. And then finally, we have 2 live animal series events, Penguins and Wolves, in early November, over at Taylor Pavilion as well. So that's what we got lined up for now till the end, till the next board meeting in November. Any questions?
Yes, and Diwali and the Hispanic celebration at Taylor Pavilion, there was no time, I'm assuming 6 o'clock.
Correct. Both events will be 6 p.m.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Oh, as of now, as I've noted in here, there are 85 people registered to attend the cultural celebration event. And also, for the Fall Beach Readers Book Fair, although the limit is 40, we are currently up to 25 registered authors for that event right now. The goal is to hit 40 by October 3rd.
And I noticed Pat Roddy's gonna start an hour earlier.
Correct.
We did that last year too.
Yeah.
I think sunset's 6:59, so
That's.
we have to, and we would have liked them to be a little bit earlier, but that was the only time we could get them, so.
Good. Any other events, comments or anything like that? No? Okay.
I just want to compliment Louis, because that's a big schedule coming up. He's been doing a good job organizing it, and he's going to be a busy man in the next few months.
He doesn't have Christmas on me yet, so.
No, that's all.
Christmas, Hanukkah,
And I've already started mapping out next year, so.
Okay, Darlene.
Okay, so our July budget was $973,580. We spent in July $337,141.24. And waiting to pay the vendor in July was $31,239.66, which left us with a balance of $605,199.10. And then in August, our budget was again $973,580. We spent $380,741.52. Waiting to pay the vendor was $25,466.63, which gave us a budget, a balance of a budget of $567,371.85.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Believe it or not, I have really nothing more to report. First time, I know. But I've been walking around the building, and one of the things I said to Dave is that it's so nice to see that every day of the week, there's someone new in the library. You can go in and faces that I never saw before, all of a sudden you're starting to see a lot more people. In fact, we've had a couple of return, because there was a gentleman I saw one time, he wanted to come see Louis. Louis was busy with someone, so he said he'd come back. He came back, unfortunately, the long weekend. I was outside walking the dog, and he goes, "They're closed, right?" I went, "Yes." I said, "But come back on Tuesday, they'll be here." And he came back again. So it's just nice that people are returning. I think the word is coming out that we are open 7 days a week. They find that to be amazing. They're telling their friends and everyone. So, kudos to the library for that, because I think as much as we kind of went back and forth as to whether or not we should do 7 days, I think 7 days has definitely been an asset to our community and those that come and visit our community.
Sundays have been about equal to Saturdays now. And with Laura here on Sundays, there's sometimes more with people wanting tech support. So.
And the screens are up and the breeze is coming in. It's just a lovely time to be upstairs. It really, really is nice. It's nice. Okay, some things that we're going to talk about now are some old business items. I'll do the esports and the fishing club first. So for those of you that are not familiar with those two, which Dave mentioned before, it's there are two clubs through Belmar Elementary that we've sponsored for the last couple of years, correct?
Yes, they were taken, and there's budgetary problems, they were taken out of the budget, and you agreed to pay for the cost of the staff to work with the children.
So the
last year.
Right, so the $2,500 for each club would cover for the 2025-2026 school year. So we need a motion to have that approved, that we would still consider sponsoring them so that they can continue the esports. Or do them separately? Okay, so the esports.
Everyone's okay with that?
Esports and then the fishing club, so that would be a total of $5,000, $2,500 for each club, so that the instructors can continue working with them and hopefully have one of the competitions here.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty cool. We'll have to have Sandy come back and videotape that.
Let me know.
Well, I guess I'll be the first person. I'd like to propose that we continue to sponsor them at $2,500 for each club, esports as well as the fishing club.
And Danielle, yeah, she's
She
actually
can't
the
vote.
esports
Right.
person.
So she can't vote,
Yeah.
yeah. I need a second.
I'll second it.
Okay. I think we have to do a roll call, correct?
So the resolution, just to clarify, is one resolution, 2,000, for both clubs, for 2,500.
For each
Total
club.
of 5,000, yeah. Any discussion?
I think Mark might be the only one that was new
Yes.
too, so it's good to ask. Okay, so we-
Well, the only discussion I have is to just asking that you work with Mr. Alvarez to just make the marketing, make the library's participation in
As a
the
sponsor.
effort more evident. You know,
Okay.
if they're handing out any material on how to fish, just get the library's logo on as much as possible.
Got it.
You know, I'm in favor of supporting the learning endeavor in that aspect of it at the same time. I want to market the library as well.
Absolutely.
You know, I get kids thinking it, I want it to be part of the culture of the school and the community of the school, but I want to bring that community as much as we can in here.
Will do.
Can I?
Yes.
Check how we're stating this. Okay, motion to continue to support the two clubs, esports and the fishing club, with an expenditure of $2,500 for each.
For the school year 25-26.
If it could just say a maximum,
Maximum.
because they didn't use all of that last year.
Specify Belmar Elementary.
EES for now.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna take a roll call vote. Danielle?
She can't vote.
Vote.
I feel like
Joe,
Maria.
Yeah. Bruce?
Yes.
Jerry?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Maria?
Mayor has my support.
Okay. Darlene?
Yes.
Yes. Johanna?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
And Mike?
Yes.
Everyone. So that motion passes.
Okay, moving right along. There were two, well, there was one proposal that we had, I think you have a copy of it, the RVE, Remington and Burnick engineers. We did request from the facilities group that we have a scope of services and cost proposal for our library, and that would include the exterior facade improvements as well. Their proposal rate or price would be $29,250. So we would need, did you have a chance to look it over first? Yeah, so we have the design and construction documents that are included there. I had to have, it dumbed down for me so that I could understand the wording, but I'm sure our illustrious engineer down the road there would answer any specific questions as to how this was broken down. But basically, I want to give the layman's.
So the exterior of the building is still in reasonable shape, but it's showing signs of wear, and the stucco is likely going to fail at an accelerated rate. So right now, it's not really failing. There's a couple areas where you see cracking and some compromised spots, but chances are that's going to get a lot quicker in the next couple of years. So at a minimum, cleaning, spot repairs of the cracks anywhere where the envelope is compromised, and then painting the exterior of the building would be the ultimate goal of the construction contract. That's probably going to be pretty expensive, so the idea is to get engineered drawings, scope, and public bid documents prepared by a consultant to advance that project. So the consultant would come out, they would evaluate the condition of the building, they would evaluate the areas that need repair, develop details to address those repairs, and then provide plans, specifications, and bid documents to execute a contract to basically get the exterior of the building sealed and painted. That work would include developing those bid documents and drawings, as well as part-time support during the construction process to facilitate payment, closeout, to handle all submission of bids all the way through bonds at the end.
Thank you. I could not. I know my limitations. So anyway, their proposal breakdown on the back page there, you'll see, was the $29,250. So what we have is, we have to propose a resolution that we accept this proposal for 29,000. We're going for another bid, so we're going to get another bid?
That was for the survey.
Okay, that was for the survey, okay.
This is our town.
And this would be executed under the town's on-call professional services agreement with Remington Brennan. That's why we're soliciting it through that mechanism. My understanding, is that correct?
Yes, and the question that I had was, I was looking at the Cherry Hill address, and of course I was told that they have local offices, so that's why I was confused. I was like, would you explain this? So, yeah, so could I have a motion for this resolution to accept this proposal? Mike? Jerry's second.
Discussion?
Any discussion first?
Discussion.
It was
When,
Mike and then it was Jerry.
When would, what's the time frame for them to come back with this proposal?
With the scope, we haven't gotten a detailed schedule with them, but we're going to look to try and get something back in, I would say, November, so that we could bid it out this year to identify whether or not we want to include on this year's budget. The nature of the work wouldn't allow it to begin until the spring, because you can't get into this type of work in the cold weather. But the idea would be to try and get the project ready for bid in case it was advantageous for one reason or another, and put it on this year's budget versus the others, which is next year's.
Any other questions, comments? Yes, we have to do a roll call.
Okay, I just need the.
No, take your time.
Statement of the motion. Motion to accept the proposal of the town
Proposal
engineer.
from Remington and Vernon Engineers for the, and I guess use the terminology at the top of the page there, the scope of services and cost proposal for the Belmar Elementary Library.
Use the top, but.
It's right at the top, in blue.
The other side.
Blue,
Yeah.
All right, so that's, okay, very good. All right, so let's have more discussion. All right, Danielle? Yes. Bruce?
Yes.
Jerry?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes?
Charlene?
Yes.
Yes. Donna?
Yes.
Sharon?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Okay, that's unanimous, and motion carries.
And our second resolution is to have a property survey. We haven't had one that we can locate. We think there might have been one prior to Sandy, but a lot got destroyed because of Sandy. So we really do need a property survey to see exactly where the perimeter is on this building. And so the maximum, I guess, we're looking up, and this would just be one of the,
Well, it depends on, the idea was to just have that amount, because that was the lowest
Lowest one.
price. But I did get a third quote, and so it was above that. So we could use, it's Avakian, Leon S. Avakian would be the company that would do the survey. They had the lowest price, so you could just use the property survey to be executed by Leon S. Avakian in the amount of $28.60.
Is that Pete?
Well, no.
It's on his notes.
That, yeah, it's on
It's
here,
just
so,
on-
yeah.
Okay, all right. So-
I'll give that to you.
Okay.
It's really, what we were going to do is just approve that amount, knowing that we're pretty sure that that was gonna be the lowest. And it went out for a, just Friday, but we did get the quote, and it was a lot more than that. So we have three quotes. So if you remember, we approved it before for the engineer to do it, but there was a question by a few members saying, why don't we go out and see if we can find something less expensive than we did.
So, with regard to a survey, we don't necessarily have a direct and immediate need to have a full property survey. However, if we want to implement some of the initiatives indicated in our strategic plan, a proper survey and information on the property would be necessary. If we wanted to look at alternate access to the building, if we wanted to look at certain improvements, a survey would be necessary. Going forward in the future, if we want to look at any other improvements to the building, then we would have to have a survey for that as well, if we wanted to look at options to improve any of our utilities. Things as simple as the initiative that David mentioned with regard to a facilities plan. A survey would also be a good document to have for sake of that, showing areas where maintenance needs to be done, showing areas where we can just pencil in where sprinkler systems are, and things along those lines. So it will give us a diagrammatic base for anything we want to use internally, as well as a formal document for any of the initiatives and improvements that we would look to go for in the future. This would allow us to have a paper copy, obviously, that's certified, but the digital files as well, so that we could use them as needed.
So who would like to make the motion?
I'll make that motion. That we follow through with the resolution for property survey at that amount, quoted $28.60.
With the company that we talked about, Avakian.
Correct, yes, Leon Avakian.
Yeah, great.
Second.
Bruce and Mike. Second.
Any discussion on it?
Danielle? Yes. Bruce?
Yes.
Jerry?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Eileen?
Yes.
Yes. Sharon? Yes. Mike?
Yes.
That is unanimous, and so that motion is approved.
New business?
I just want to take one moment to add to my request is that the trading cards and the location sheets, they were designed and all made completely by Bruce upstairs, Bruce Fahey upstairs. He is a fantastic graphic artist, and he's done a big part. And Laura has been also a big role in promoting and advertising the events as well. And the rest of the staff has been very helpful in the design and layout of the different activities that we have going on. So it's really been a big team effort among the staff to get these events in orders. Same thing applies to the book fair, to the Hispanic First Cultural event, and the Diwali events as well. So it's really great team effort that's been easy to make these things happen.
We have the middle school book reading now, or book club?
Yes, we have the new middle school book reading book club, and they've already met, I believe, and then, or there will be
We're
soon.
meeting next week, I think.
Yeah.
This week, I knew it was coming up.
And that's been doing pretty good. Again, that's adding more kids to the thing. And the youth art program is been pretty popular. Last one we had still had a good 10, 12 kids coming to it, so which is pretty good.
During the summer.
During the summer, yeah.
And we have a returning intern, don't we?
Yes.
She's being hired part-time.
Yes. Oh, well, please share the news, because it was so good to see her.
And you're talking about Giselle.
Yes.
And Connie is back too, which is
Yes,
great,
well, I
'cause
saw it,
she's been
yes,
out
I-
on medical.
yes, I
wasn't
knew,
yet.
yes.
So Connie is back, she's working one evening, and Giselle, who was an intern, is now going to be working with us, mainly subbing. We need someone to cover, but she's already helped with our bilingual story time once, and she's great, and she's already been able to help some of our patrons that speak Spanish, so.
She's just
Very-
wonderful, and she's
great
so
person.
happy to be back. I've
Yeah.
seen her a couple of times now, and she's
Yeah.
just been like, I'm back, I'm back. So it was very, very nice to see her. She's a graduate from Academy, it's
Mhm.
Academy Charter, yeah. So, yes. Anyone else, anything else to bring up? Public? This is a record, ladies and gentlemen, 6:40.
Hurry up, I'm gonna say 40
Okay.
out, 6:40 will be our record.
All right, meeting adjourned.
Well,
Oh,
we
no,
have a
motion,
Who wants
sorry,
to make a
I'm ready to go.
motion?
The next meeting is
November,
Eighth or ninth, I think.
Okay, sorry, you had that.
Yeah.
The Monday.
October.
No,
No,
we said
every
November
skip.
November 10th.
Every
Oh,
other
that's
month.
right, that's
Yeah,
correct. I
That was your
stand corrected.
motion there.
Yes, I stand corrected. November,
November 10th?
Yeah, it would be the 10th.
that's,
Yeah, because the first Monday is the 3rd. So it's always, no, I'm sorry, it's the 3rd. We do the first Monday.
yes,
We do the second Monday.
No, the second one.
Second Monday, I'm sorry,
Second Monday.
11/10.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
All
10.
right, yes, sorry
There you
about
go.
that.
That's,
So it is the 10th.
Yeah, the 10th, yeah.
okay.
All right.
6 o'clock.
Motion?
Con-
Okay.
Motion.
Convey our appreciation from the board. Everybody's in agreement to Bruce and all the other employees that, you know, they do one heck of a job.
Yeah, we have a great staff.
Yeah.
Great team. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Motion?
I'll make
I
a
think-
motion.
Okay, Jerry made the
End
motion.
the meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Second, anybody? Okay. And we, 6:42.
That's still all right. Bruce can make his meeting in here at 7 o'clock. I was trying my best to make sure everyone got